everyone, welcome to Into the World, a podcast where we delve into education, art, and cultural influences. Today, I'm your host Nadira, going to talk about a particular historical figure that we all know, which is Pablo Picasso. Yes, today we're going to uncover his impact on education and how this amazing artist has shaped learning, creativity, and we're also going to take a look at his colonialist past. Pablo Picasso, a name synonymous with groundbreaking creativity, has not only transformed the art world but also significantly influenced education worldwide. Let's start with how Picasso has impacted art education. His unconventional art styles such as cubism, abstraction, and collage are fundamental in art curricula. Teachers often use his diverse body of work to introduce new artistic concepts, encouraging students to explore and express themselves creatively without limitations. Educators leverage his collaborations with writers, musicians, and his involvement in social and political spheres to spark discussions about history, literature, and culture. But Picasso's influence goes beyond art class. His life and work serve as a gateway to learning across various subjects. Picasso becomes a window through which students explore different aspects of human experiences. Picasso's method, trying new things, facing challenges, and always learning, can be a valuable lesson for language learners. For example, ESL learners that face frustration when they don't see growth in their journey of learning can look up to Pablo Picasso's way of living, always being persistent and never giving up. In language education, we can learn from Picasso's way of experimenting with different art styles to students facing different challenges when acquiring a new language. His dedication in trying out all these different techniques in artworks such as La Vie from 1903 shows us how much effort it takes to be good at something, to master a skill, which is similar to how we learn language. We have to take our time, practice, to learn grammar, memorize vocabularies, sentence structure, and actually be fluent in a certain language. Just as artists try different techniques to create something special, educators and learners can also try different methodologies, different approach in order to achieve their goals. For example, teachers can use communicative approach, task-based, and so on to make their classroom more engaging to help learners find a certain language more interesting to learn. Picasso once said, "I am always doing that which I cannot do, in order that I may learn how to do it." Picasso's acknowledgement of continuously challenging yourself and stepping out into the unknown for the sake of learning is relevant for language education. It encourages learners to venture out of their comfort zones to improve their language skills. While we appreciate Picasso's impact, we also have to remember the time when he lived. His appreciation of African artwork and art styles during his African period raises question whether he truly respected and understood the significance behind those culture and artwork that he took inspiration from. Some critics say that he misrepresented non-Western cultures, which in result further support power imbalance during colonial times. It's important to note that while he's a brilliant artist, his past is tied to the colonial mindset of his era. We can relate this issue to the lack of representation in diverse linguistic and cultural perspective in education. As educators, we should recognize Picasso's contribution while discussing the complexity of his past. This means having open conversations in class, encouraging students to explore different perspectives, especially about understanding and respecting different cultures, the difference between cultural appropriation and cultural appreciation in writing, in language learning, in art, and in general. While celebrating Picasso's artistic brilliance, educators may consider the significance of incorporating a range of cultural backgrounds and voices within language education. For example, different cultural contexts, and so on. This leads us to think critically about how we talk about historical figures in education itself. We cannot change what happened in the past, what these historical figures have done or have not done, but we can change the future, how we engage with the youth, how the learners engage with language itself, to learn what to do and not to do during interaction with people of different cultures and different proficiencies, different ways of life. So that is all for me. Thank you for joining me today in Into the World. Remember, our journey of exploration continues. Stay curious, stay engaged, and until the next time, keep discovering the rich tapestry of our world. Bye bye everyone.